Hi, how you doing today? I hope you are doing wonderful as I am doing. This is John, and this is the program of mine with John. And I'm here. I'm actually here in the Poconos. That's in somewhere in Philadelphia. I'm at the Kalahari Resort where I am actually having a program tonight. So I took time off that program to concentrate on you. And the reason I'm coming to you uh, today is because I want to talk to you about four things that is necessary for you to do in terms of active conflict. Yeah. When you are having an active conflict, there are four things that are very important for you to do. So that's why I took time off because I want to give it to you quick so I can go to my program. So wherever you are and listening or seeing this video, I want for you to know that it is very important and you are important to me and you are on my mind, so I could take time off my busy schedule for what I'm here to do to just come and shoot this video for you because you are special. I'm talking about four things that you need to do when you are in an active conflict. And you say, but what is an active conflict? I mean, what is an active conflict? Oh, I'm talking about an active conflict. I'm talking about when someone attack you blindside. I'm talking about when you go to your job or to your work and your boss come and just start lashing at you for something that you didn't do or something that you took your time to do, but because he or she is not satisfied, so he or she just come and start lashing you. I'm talking about when you go to your job and your co-worker, for some reason, just start insulting you and disturb your peace of mind. I'm talking about when you have worked all day and you come home and your spouse is there just waiting to choke you, with issues and problem. I'm talking about that day, when things just not right. I'm talking about active conflict. So when you find yourself in such a situation, what do you do? Because it's sometimes the way we respond to conflict get us in more conflict or worse conflict than it started. So I want to give you four keys in terms of active conflict. And I call it my STLC resolution for active conflict. I'm talking about that time when you want to just jump and choke somebody. I'm talking about that time when you want to take something and hit somebody on the head. I'm talking about that time when you just want to insult somebody. That's the time I'm talking about. There are four things you need to do. I call it my STLC strategy. The S stands for stop. The T stands for think. The L stands for listen. And the C stands for communicate. Now, if you realize the C, communicate, means to talk. And it's at the end of the four strategies. So the first strategy is to stop. When you find yourself in those situations, just stop. Stop here means don't say a word. Don't respond to the person. When you feel a real one hit that person or just say a couple of words to them, don't do it. Stop. Do not respond to that person. Walk away from them. Change the topic if it is necessary. Or just count from 100 backward. Or if you are Christian, just sing some songs in your heart and pray. But the goal here is to stop and say nothing to that person. Do not respond, because when you respond, you are helping them. So stop. The next thing to do is to think. STLC, think. Think of what to do in that moment. Don't say a word. Don't respond. When you start thinking about what do I do? Why is this happening? You know, think of strategy of how to approach the situation. When you walk away from there, start thinking. Think, you know, what do I do? How do I do what I do? How do I approach this situation? Why am I being attacked after I have done my best? Is it the right time for her or for him to lash at me? So when you stop, you think. When you think, you ask yourself a lot of questions. If I respond, what will my response do for the future of our relationship? When you think, you're asking yourself, if I respond, how will people perceive my response? How will they take my response? How will others in the community, I'm the head, how will other people look at me? So you think. So you start first, and second, what? You think. Third, you listen. You listen. And you see, because every conflict, there is a time for you to sit and talk. When that time comes, you need to listen. You see, sometimes we are so angry that we don't listen to people, so we don't hear some of the reality. But you need to listen. When the time comes for you to listen, listen. And when you are listening, don't be disrespectful. Don't interrupt or interject, even if they are saying something that is not right, because your time going to come for you to talk so that they too can listen. So you need to listen. And when you are listening, be an active listener. Do not be listening and taking phone call or you on your whatever, your phone, you know. No, be respectful. You are angry, yes, but be respectful to the person. So listen to them. Be an active listener so that you will understand why. Because when you listen, you get to understand why such thing ever happened. Because it will answer somebody a question you were asking while you were thinking. So listen keenly. Now the last one is what? To communicate. Communicate. After you listen, you think. First of all, you stop. You think. You listen, and then it's time to communicate. You see, the reason communicate is the last thing in this process is because communication results to dialogue. Communication means one person cannot communicate. So when you are communicating, it means at this time you have listened to them, they have listened to you. So it's time now to come to a mutual understanding. That's what communication. One person cannot communicate. No. One person cannot communicate. So you need to communicate with it. You need to sit down and what? And dialogue. And in communication, one person cannot dominate. You can't say, if I'm the only person, if this don't happen, then this can happen. No, that's not communication. That's imposing your will upon them. Or they imposing their will upon you. So in communication is a give and take idea. That's what happens in communication. Because at the end of communication, it's a mutual understanding. I mean, you understand why they did something. They understand why you did something. You see, when you follow those 4 steps in active conflict, you will always be right. Because you see, sometimes we get angry and we respond with all what? Stopping. And then at the end result, we overact or overreact. And then at the end result, instead of those who have harmed us telling us that they are sorry, and then we become the one to say, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have overreacted. Just because what? We didn't stop. We didn't think. We didn't listen before what? Communicating. We communicate before we stop listening, you know, and think. No. Don't do that. So the first step here in an active conflict is what? Stop, listen or think. You stop first, you think, you listen before you communicate. If you follow those processes in active conflict, you will always be on the right side. So I gotta go. They are waiting for me. I got something I gotta do tonight here. I just took this time to come and talk to you, you know, because I know that you're going to face conflict tomorrow at your work, at home, in your community. You know, your neighbor going to come to you with conflict. Now you know what? There are 4 steps. First one, stop. Okay? Think. Then what? Listen. And then talk, communicate, sit down with the person and you communicate, whether it's on the phone or whatever means you guys have, communicate and come to a mutual understanding. And you will enjoy the rest of your time. Take care. Bye. John love you. Once again, there's the program The Mind with John. I got to go to my program, but I thought it was necessary to come here and just shoot this video for you because what? John love you. Take care. God bless. Once again, there's The Mind with John, and there is John on The Mind. Take care. See you in the next video.